endings, how you left them all. Freedom, fire in my soul, fire in my heart, till you see me on the other side of stars. I'm going.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before the breath. Rose baby, rough and tough, but we will be somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about cliches, not about the destination, not who we're at. No matter how far,
No matter how far,
how you go,
how you go, how you
how
go.
long can you
Up
live
again, no time to waste. Gotta take your life, go get it burning.
Crazy how time flies when I wonder if the path is in the right direction. But I do believe things come to light by accident when you name's on. Sounds like it's meant to be.
Wake up, mistakes made when things fall apart. What matters at the endings, how you left them all. Fire in my soul, fire in my heart, till you see me on the other side of stars. I'm going.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before the breath. Rose baby, rough and tough, but we will be somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about cliches, not about the destination, not who we're at. No matter
soul, fire in my heart. Till you see me on the other side of stars. I'm running.
Oh, the journey starts from where we do first step. No one's sure what lies ahead. We run and pray. Rose maybe, rough and tough, but we will be somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about these years.
Hey everybody, Joe Haygood here, aka mclazyj. We're back. It is Saturday evening, and we're gonna be doing some Persona 3 Reload. We're gonna probably play this for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I'm gonna bounce out and do a very late night exercise session with Ring Fit. So at some point I may try to do a Ring Fit session on the stream. But as I said yesterday, I gotta make sure I get my living room a little more tidy. It's not that it's hoarders, but you know, it's got some paper and some stuff that needs to be cleaned up and straightened up a little bit.
So mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we can flow with the same. Hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
So we'll be able to cook, kind of like how we were able to make coffee in the other one, which basically allowed us to make health items. The thing is, if this is like this is anything like the original Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES and Persona 3 Portable, you don't get a lot of freedom in the very beginning. It's a very structured path just to kind of get you up and running. And then after you get, I think it's like, you know, you get about 2-3 hours in the game, then it kind of opens up. That's when you can start selecting clubs and activities, your side jobs. You can choose when you want to go to Tartarus, all that kind of stuff. So
Jeez. Are you stupid or something?
What?
It's not like that.
So here we are in California, and we are slowly waiting for our deadly atmospheric river to show up. It's been very cold today, particularly cold for California, even in January. It's in the 50s, and I know some people are gonna be like, "Ooh, 50? That's nothing, man. What are you talking about?" And I get that. I'm saying for California, that it is a little more unreasonably cold for us per se. You know?
And so. That's correct.
Guy walks around with a samurai hat on his head all day. It seems like somebody at the administration would have questioned this. The same concept. I'm trying to remember. There was charm, courage, there was academics, but there was also like there were two other ones on that star. I could have swore. You know what I mean? I could have swore there were two more
Hey.
things that we had to deal with on that because it was a star. It's gonna annoy me. Let's see real quick. Okay. Maybe it was just 3. Why did I think there was 5? Is that Persona 4 maybe had the 5? And maybe I'm just mixing the 2 up. Yeah, that could be it. It could be Persona 4 or even Persona 5.
Wanna walk home together? We live in the same dorm and all, and I've been a little worried. What if you pass out again on the way home? I feel responsible for that, you know? Let me make it up to you. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Home safe. I'm glad you're feeling okay now. Well, I guess I'll head up first. Like I said this morning, meet me on the 4th floor. Sherman should be waiting for us.
Okay.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with it.
Twilight fragment.
Feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Oh,
Yes, here I am. The bathrooms.
hey!
Ah, there you are. Looks like you've recovered. I'm glad to see that.
The one thing that I have learned
There,
with starting
please,
to
have a seat.
try to get a little more in shape is pretty much all my life I have never been one that's had to look at calories.
Oh,
One of the benefits, if you're gonna find benefits in having Crohn's disease, one of the benefits is that depending on how bad it is, and I have a pretty significant case, I don't
believe I
absorb a
mentioned his
lot
name
of what I
before,
eat.
But this is Sanada-kun.
A lot of it just passes through my system. So calories have never been a thing. As a matter of fact, doctors have always said just eat whatever you want. It's more about getting calories in your body to try to gain some weight than it is, mattering what those calories are or where those calories come from. And I can say this truthfully. I had a doctor
Would you
once that
believe
told me that I should
if
drink a
said that
beer,
day consists of more than
A day.
24 hours.
and not a light beer, a beer with calories in it, and eat a box of donuts a day.
That's a reasonable reaction.
Nice to know she crossed her legs over, like so that she wasn't static there. Huh.
However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand.
So, pretty much all my life, I've never really even bothered to look at what calorie ratings are anywhere. I've never looked at the labels when they've been on the back of the box. I've never really been
you remember the
concerned
night
when they
you
passed
arrived?
laws to show calories on like your fast food signs or anything. I don't pay attention to it.
You had to have noticed the signs.
And like I said, there are not a lot of things that I can say that are good about having Crohn's disease, but one of them has always been a couple things. One thing is they said you'll probably never have an issue with your cholesterol, probably never have an issue with your blood pressure, and you'll probably never have an issue with, like I said, gaining weight. It's going to be very hard. So,
Street lights going out, things that stopped working, the inexplicable
so
appearance of coffee.
because of that, excuse me, and the fact that I normally
With so
had a
many
very
things amiss,
active lifestyle,
didn't
having
you
a
feel like
kid,
you'd stepped into a
even
different
before I had a
time?
kid, we were normally out and about a lot and running around and doing stuff. And then, and just having a more youthful metabolism. And even then, when I had a kid for a long time, going to the parks, running around, keeping him busy, trying to entertain him, burns up a lot of calories,
That's the dark.
So,
It occurs each night as the clock strikes 12.
excuse me. Once again, I got the yawns. That's great. So,
It will happen tonight, and
for
every
the
night
longest
to come.
time, it's never been an issue. Now,
Normal people
I'd
don't realize
say-
since they're all sleeping inside their coffins.
about 2016,
But that's
and that
not
was
what
a year if
you saw them.
it was before I had
Those
really
creatures.
started streaming a lot. It was
We
the
call
last
them
year that I did a lot of freelance writing. It's last year I went to E3, but that year I had a
They
whole lot
only
of
appear during
problems.
the dark
I had a
hour.
bunch of kidney
They attack anyone
stones.
who roams free
I had to
outside
have
the
surgery to
coffins.
have kidney stone extracted from my kidney because it was huge. It was 4 centimeters large, 4.4 centimeters actually. And
It's our job to defeat them. Pretty exciting.
I had to change a lot, but I also found myself more lethargic. Not lethargic, but just,
Akihiko,
at that
why
point,
are you always like
my
this?
kid was 15, 16 years old. He was starting to go out, go to the park all the time with his friends. So he was out and about and didn't need dad to come along and take him to the park and all this stuff, right? Or at worst, he was like, hey, I need a ride,
Now,
Okay.
now, he does his
So,
work well in any case.
I noticed that I was getting out and about less. And so I
I will get to the
think
point.
over that period of time is where I started to gain some weight. And I think it's more because I noticed I started feeling myself getting doughy. And I think a lot of it was
We're
because
classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
before, like I said, I
Mitsuki
would eat as much as I
Kirijoku
wanted
is
to
the
eat, but I
leader,
was burning
and
a
I'm
lot
the
of it
club
off.
advisor.
Running around, doing everything 20-year-old, 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds do. And as I started getting in my 40s, and then, like I said, after I had that, and then 2 years later, I had to have my gallbladder
becomes a living
surgery, and
corpse.
then I had COVID, and so on and so on. I've noticed that I've gained more weight, and
I'm
it
sure
started
you've heard
affecting me.
of it.
Like, I
We
notice
sometimes
now
refer
I
to
feel
those who
more
suffer from
bloated
this
and
as
stuff.
The loss.
When I'm walking, I feel like my the belly I've got here, not a huge belly, but little belly, it puts pressure on my upper rib cage sometimes after I've been walking. And part of that makes me think it's because my stomach has expanded because I've been eating more, and then it sits there longer because it used to be stuff just shot right out through me. It wasn't
They're
sitting there for a
responsible
long
for
time.
most of the
I didn't
incidents
have to
on the
worry
news.
about,
Not all.
that kind of stuff. Now, because its stomach's gotten a little bigger, and I'm just sort of sitting around a little more.
rare,
Sometimes
there
my
are
digestive
those
system's
who
been a
can
little
function
slower
during
than it
the
used to be.
dark
So I
hour.
think it sits there longer. Maybe it gives a chance to absorb a little more. So But that inactivity means that you're not burning those calories off as fast that you are absorbing, and it starts to build up. And so,
Some may even awaken to a
I think
power
that's where
that
this has
enables
come
them
from.
to
So,
fight shadows.
and I have been very
That's known as persona, the power you called upon the other night.
anemic to wanting to try and keep exercise and thinking about diet for a long time. And that's where this
Shadows can only
whole
be
ship's
defeated by
shape,
persona
getting into
users.
boat shape, came into play. Is because, like, hey, I have a goal that's far enough out
That means you.
that I can make
I'm
a
glad you're quick to
choice
understand.
to change things now. Ooh, excuse me. So when I reach that destination 14 months from now, I can transform myself into what I used to be and not what I am. One thing I will always say, and a lot of people will used to say, like, well,
What he's
you know,
trying to
aren't you
say
uncomfortable?
is he
You're like
wants
this
you to
bony
join.
rail, blah, 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 blah. But I have come to find out I was very comfortable in that body because it's what I was for a long time. So having a slight body change is definitely different. It's not bad, it's just different. But I like knowing, being able to go back, and if I'm more active in my day-to-day life and keeping myself more active in my day-to-day life, that I will I can get into the shape that I want to be, you know. And as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't want to turn into one of those people that sits on the couch all the time and does nothing. So I do want to get up, and you know, right now it's baby steps. It's like 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes a day. I'm doing exercise. You know, I started it a couple years ago with walking at work. I walk on my breaks. You know, I'm not walking like, you know, speed walking or anything like that, but it's the idea of getting up, getting out, being mobile, right? Makes a difference.
We've prepared an evoker for you.
You know,
like
you
you
want to
to-
burn those calories.
Whew. I was afraid you'd say no. I'm glad to hear you're on board.
Thank you so much. Truly. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay in the room you have now? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind.
So, the goal is for me, is I am trying to exercise every day. Although, I think it's going to be exercise 6 days a week. And then on day 7, which is Sunday, I'm looking to try to... I bought a thing, I think it's called Yoga Masters or Yoga Master. It's on... I have it on the PlayStation, and it uses the camera. I've never done yoga before. I'll be honest.
I am thou.
But I do want to use it because I think it is supposed to help with your flexibility,
Thou shalt have our
inner
blessing
self,
when thou choosest to create a
calming
persona of
and,
the
you
fool
know,
art.
relief, and finding focus. So I think it's a good thing to incorporate with working out, because the hope is that it kind of helps you keep that focus on your goal and saying, like, hey, there's a purpose and a reason for us doing this. It's to better ourselves, to make ourselves, you know, I mean, that's the key. is
Well, that's
us
all for
wanting
today.
to, or myself. I know what my goal is. My goal is that yes, I want to better myself.
I'll follow up with you regarding our club activities later on.
And so when I do go on this ship, and I am
I
there,
apologize for gathering you all here on your
it's
precious
something
day
where
off.
I can, number one, I want to look good for my wife. I want to look good on the cruise. I want to look good in the outfits that I want to wear on the cruise. You know, you got your Scarlet Night, and you've got all this other stuff that you're doing, pajama party, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I don't want to look like, you know, the Pillsbury Doughboy. So,
Tomorrow is Sunday. Well then, shall weekend? this
anyways, just things out there to present and talk about, and you know, and like I said, right now I'm just kind of going with getting myself into the exercising mode. I'm using Ring Fit. It's actually really good. Like, I feel like I'm sore after I work out. Like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I can feel my muscles, and I can kind of feel, you know, my joints and everything. Like, feels like right now when I kind of move my back or you know, around and stuff like this, I can kind of, it's like, oh yeah, I can feel that, you know, back of my triceps. I can feel it in my deltoids. I can feel it across my, you know, my pecs when I move a certain way. I can feel it in my quads when I'm like, you know, squatting down to pick something up, or like when I was at work walking up the stairs. You know, I could feel that
Because it's
burn
the
in the
weekend.
thighs.
Shall we end? Shall we?
Oh boy, this guy's trying to tell funny jokes.
Hi, how have you been? We've met before. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you. It's the end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know much about it. More importantly, it looks like you've awakened to your power. And what an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none.
The fact that we
Might
have the
even prove
ability
to be
to
your
harness
salvation.
multiple
Depend-
personas.
Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment.
That's
I'm
what you
always
keep
watching
saying.
you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
But yeah, I'm interested to see where the journey takes me. I've got to start putting together a journal and kind of watching calories. Like today, I did a little better, although I did have probably a little bit of excess on like some crackers that I was eating. But like we went grocery shopping today. The big thing was I tried to stay away from stuff, and I actually did for probably the first time in my life look at labels.
If you are, could you come down?
Start to learn about like quantity and portion control and that kind of stuff.
Okay,
So
he's here. So what's this
you
about?
know, I can't just go to work and eat like, I'm gonna eat a whole bag of chips. Granted, I might do it through the whole day, but it's still a whole bag of chips. If you read the serving size and then you read how many servings are in there, you know, on a bag of Ruffles, I think it's like the servings are like, oh yeah, there's like 6 servings in here. Each serving is like, you know, 150 calories, and it's like, oh well, I just ate like 1,000 calories in that one bag,
Thanks for coming.
and then just sat on my fat
There's
ass all
someone I want
day.
to
So
introduce.
she's wearing a different outfit.
Hey, hurry up.
Just a sec. God, this thing's freaking heavy.
Junpei.
Junpei? Why are you here? Don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. I'll be staying here from now on.
What's up?
He's staying here? Are you sure there wasn't some mistake?
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential. But I told him about us, and he agreed to help out.
Really? You have the potential?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. But he said that's, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. You guys know that? Oh, right. Of course. Makes sense since you're a Persona user and all. But man, I still can't believe it. I had no idea you guys had this stuff going on too. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Wouldn't really want to be doing this on my own. You gotta be stoked too, right? Having me join?
Oh boy.
What? I guess.
Well, enough with the introductions. Now that our forces have increased, I think we're about ready.
Ooh, we gotta go do something? Sweetness! I'm getting pumped!
I'm getting pumped. Hey, so am I.
With this many people, we could start checking out that tower.
So yeah, right now it's just getting into it. But although I do think next week I want to tell the Ring Fit to step it up a notch, and kind of push it a little more. And then the idea is I want to get up to hopefully an hour a night.
Oh, you mean Tartarus.
I'm not looking to do a lot of like heavyweight training. I probably need to mix in at some point, but like a lot of resistance training. That's why I'm using the Ring Fit, because it's got the resistance ring, yoga ring, whatever you want to call it. Tartar sauce. Yeah.
It's a place that holds the key to understanding the Dark Hour. Or so we think.
But yeah, I think an hour a day, 6 days a week is a good goal to obtain. I'm hoping that that can happen within the next month to 6 weeks. So by that point, when I reach that point of exercise, I'll be sitting at a year to go. So we got 12 months consistent at that level. And then, hopefully we reach our goal. And then the other thing is now the other thing that comes up and is in the discussion is, well, what if you hit your goal early? Well, that's great. Then we can start to move into what's called the maintenance cycle, where you're working out not necessarily to build up anymore or tone up anymore, but just to kind of keep a level pace. So you can kind of start to cut back and say like, hey, I'm going to work out 3 days a week. And then you kind of see where you're at, and you say, oh, well, now some of it could be, hey, you just like working out. Maybe you just do a lighter workout, but you want to keep that thing going. You know what I mean? So
That's right!
yeah, the idea is to hopefully come back and have a nice tone and tan body.
Can I have a minute? Come to the room on the 4th floor when you get back to the dorm tonight. I have something to tell you all.
Oh, are we having that talk already?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
waste any time.
She's not like us. She's busy, you know, with the student council or whatever.
Whoa, Yucatan, do I sense some hostility?
Maybe I
Wow,
don't like
man.
her. It's just, I don't know.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Okay, school day's finally over. They're probably waiting for us at the dorm, right? Let's hurry back.
Junpei's just so excited to be in the loop on this.
Finally made it. Can't believe the accident delayed our train so much. It's already dark out. Been happening a lot lately, though. People jumping onto the tracks. This apathy syndrome thing's getting out of control. It's like the whole world's falling apart.
Beep boop beep boop beep.
Crap! Everyone else is there already. Better hurry. Oh man, I'm getting kind of hungry. Small rocks! So many places to chow down. Plus, they're open late. Speaking of, I heard the ramen joint upstairs has a secret late night menu. Yeah!
All right, everyone's here.
Heck yeah! Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Kirijo-kun and Sanada-kun were the only Persona users we had. But that number has recently jumped to 5. So here's the plan. Starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like us to finally begin exploring Tartarus.
Tartarus.
So, I asked this yesterday, but what is that tartar thing again?
It's Tartarus. You seriously haven't seen it, Junpei?
I mean,
It's no surprise you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Tartarus only appears during the dark hour, after all.
only during the dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
The goal of our club, Seize, is to fight those shadows. However, simply defeating shadows during the dark hour isn't enough. We must get to the root of the problem. We need to destroy the dark hour itself.
I don't really get it. Well, you're saying if we run around Tartarus, we can somehow get rid of the dark hour?
We don't know for
Okay.
certain. Sorry I can't give you a better answer. But investigating the mysteries of that tower is part of our job.
The bottom line is, we need more information. Everything we encounter there will be a vital clue for us.
The exploration of Tartarus is of utmost importance. Consider it our top priority. Our society, while remaining blissfully unaware of the shadows, is slowly but surely succumbing to their influence.
Which makes sense. Yeah, sorry.
I would go at
Got distracted
That's one
looking
hell
at
of a
something on my arm.
responsibility. But the heroes of justice will prevail.
It's also the perfect spot for us to train and improve our skills. That place is like a nest of shadows, you know.
Yeah.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But Senpai, what about your injury?
That's why it's gonna be
Akihiko's still
you
recovering
three.
from his wounds. He'll accompany us, but won't participate in the exploration.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. Oh, Junpei's got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. Not much point anyway, since I can't summon a persona.
Huh? We're here? What's going on? Why are we at school?
Just wait and see. It's almost midnight.
Damn.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything will return to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
If we don't know,
We'll just have to find out.
Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This will be our first time exploring it. Exciting, huh? There's gotta be something in there. Hopefully some sort of clue about the Dark Hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be exploring it today.
I know. You don't have to keep reminding me.
Don't make me feel sad. I can't go in there and fight. Ugh. Okay, that's a little more shiny and open.
Wow. It's just as crazy on the inside.
Sure is creepy, though.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of these stairs.
First, you need to get a feel for the place. Why don't the three of you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
Yes.
We're not asking you to go very far. I'll help you navigate by feeding you information from here.
We'll also need to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
A leader? Like, the captain of a pirate ship? I'm in! Me! Pick me!
You're in charge.
Wait! Why him? He doesn't look like a captain!
Calm down. He has experience fighting already.
Wait, seriously?
That's true too, but the main reason is far more simple. Junpei, and you too, Takeba. Can either of
Okay.
you summon your persona without difficulty like he can?
Yeah, of course I can!
Me too.
These are shadows we're talking about. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready, leader?
I'm ready.
That...
What's some...
I was just like, what you doing, man? Where you going? Hold on, I'll be right back.
I've been waiting for you.
Alright, just went to get a little snack sack. Got those peanut butter cups I was talking about, 170 calories that my wife picked up. They're actually really good.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of something before you go any further. You must understand the nature of your power. Your power is unique. It is like the number 0. Empty, but at the same time, holding infinite possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now then, my spare time will soon be scarce. Next time, once again, may you open the door and come here of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until we meet again, farewell.
Hey, are you...
Yeah, what's up? Don't tell me you're like that coach who... Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Leader.
Hell yeah!
Hey.
All right.
So, it's the real deal from here on, huh?
Looks easy to get lost in.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Whoa! Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out. Keep that in mind.
Wait, are you saying you can see this place from all the way out there?
It's my persona's ability. The structure of Tartarus actually changes from day to day. I'd like to join you up there, but we need someone to provide outside support.
That's even more concerning.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any time. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
Hold on a second. Trying to fix
You'll get the hang of
my
it as you go.
monitor. Fix my monitor. There we go.
Right.
Got it.
Right. Defeat all the shadows on that floor. I'll support you as much as I can, but it's up to you to learn something out there.
Okay, wait a second here. I don't remember Junpei having such a ridiculous ass sword before.
Hold on. This is the first real battle for Takeba and Iori. Proceed with caution.
Okay.
Alright, let's start by going over how to attack shadows. When faced with an enemy, you have two primary options for fending them off. The first option is to use your equipped weapon. The second option is to use your persona. But remember, every persona has its own strengths and weaknesses. Knowing how personas work will be crucial. Try summoning yours right now.
Orpheus! Okay, looks like I'm up. Here goes. Check this out.
Dang, Junpei.
Oh yeah! How'd you like my persona ability?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Well done, Iori. Considering it was your first battle, you did well. Takeba too. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid to show
Takeba
what
didn't
you
do
can
anything yet.
Got it.
Good. Let's continue exploring. Another shadow up ahead. The battle's about to begin. All right, next, let's go over a useful approach for defeating enemies. Most enemies have an elemental affinity that they have low resistance to. Targeting weaknesses is one of the best ways to deal damage. Not only that, it can also knock enemies down. Knocking down an enemy creates an opening, letting you continue your offense.
Weaknesses, huh? Done. I'll show you how it's done.
Wait! Let me handle this one. Just point it to my head and pull the trigger. I can do this!
Damn.
That's it, Takeba. You give it a try as well.
I'll go with.
Well done. Keep that up and finish.
Come!
Okay. There's no spinny cards at the end, huh?
Fantastic work.
Totally. I can take my eyes off you.
Can you try not being a creep?
Great. Looks like everyone's got leader. Take note of each member's strengths and conduct the battle accordingly. I can still sense some enemies around. Let's move on.
Yeah.
The heck?
Yes, but sometimes they contain useful items for battle. Seek them out as often as you can.
Oh, sweet! So they're basically like treasure chests. Hell yeah! Let's bust it open and see what's inside.
Okay.
That looks like it'll be useful. It's up to you to decide how to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
Shadow detected. Looks like they haven't noticed you yet. Try sneaking up on them from behind. Make sure you stay out of their field. Next, I'm going to explain a tactic for defeating several enemies at once. First, I'll keep track of tactical data, such as any enemy weaknesses you've identified.
Okay.
If you ever forget an enemy's affinities, just let me know and I'll get that data for you.
Better be wise when choosing battles, mostly babbles. You know what those big time shady fofos they will fight for. Drop these bars in my sleeve, few more tricks up my sleeve. Wait till wait for you to live it out.
Disturbing the peace.
Fire.
All right, now knock down the other one. That's when you perform an all-out attack.
That's when you'll be able to perform an all-out
Maneuver
attack.
that engages the entire team in a coordinated assault when all enemies have been knocked down. Naturally.
Whoa! That sounds so badass! Let's give it a try right now!
Okay.
What to do?
Orpheus!
Now, it's time for a full.
Oh, there's shuffle time. Done and dusted.
How'd you like our all-out combo attack, you filthy shadows?
When I saw my opening, it's like my body just knew what to do.
That was magnificent teamwork. It's hard to believe it's your first time. As you grasp the flow of battle, you'll learn to coordinate with each other seamlessly.
Okay.
Let's apply what we've learned so far and continue exploring.
Okay.
I detect another shadow up ahead. Take advantage of what you just learned. I've covered the basics of combat now. I'll continue providing support, but this time, go ahead and try fighting on your own.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll go with. This one.
Never mind. What to do?
Your person.
Because that's how I roll, girl.
What to do?
All out attack. Slash, slash, slash. Bang, bang, bang.
The enemy.
Okay.
Was
Well, it looks like he has the ability to summon different personas. I suspected as much after the events from the other day, but now we know for sure. All right.
Now you know we get to be
teleporter, aren't we?
Exactly what Takeba said. Please prioritize getting back safely for now.
Wait, we're look. Look, that treasure chest looks different from the one before.
Yes, the box can be unlocked by its own mechanism, but it needs something else to work during the dark hour.
What's that?
I wonder.
Okay.
Not bad. Looks like you found a teleporter.
Okay. Since they want us to head back, we'll head back.
Welcome back. So, how was it? I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow! I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, why do I feel so exhausted?
'Cause you were bouncing around like a little kid.
You say that, but you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
Yeah.
This is different. It's like I'm having trouble breathing. What's going on?
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I have to say, though, I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see
We'll
about
see
that.
about that. I'm Akihiko. Don't you try to say that these kids are gonna be able to overpower me. Another bond. Same bond. Ranked up though.
Not bad. Salut.
Yo,
Yep.
yo.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next,
Okay.
we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
Okay.
So she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school.
Okay.
However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and strive to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, opinions, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you, have any idea what she just said? Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Okay.
Okay, time for class. What even?
All right.
Yeah, I might want to stock up while we can, since we got stuff going on at night. There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case anything happens. You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us. Let's go, leader. First task, escape from the school.
Okay.
Have you noticed how popular Sonata-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's a captain of the boxing team. Never lost a single match. I know that's cool and all, but who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick magnet? I mean, come on! They're fawning on him more than a harem manga. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Yeah, I mean, hell yeah! We love to join your little, group here. We can shop later!
Okay.
Yeah, of course!
You know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
Dude, you mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
Who? These girls? No, I don't even know their names. Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache. Anyway, I'm going on ahead. Don't keep me waiting.
Fair enough.
Senpai, don't leave us!
Oh, excuse me.
How
Stretching
can
out.
you not know their names? Anyway, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there tonight, so It's a good as point at any, so. That being said, we'll be back on Monday. I do know, just so you know, the upcoming week, there's at least one day I'm probably not gonna be able to stream. I'll be out of the office for a big chunk of an afternoon and may just end up going home afterwards, so. That's gonna put some limitations, but we will have the other 4 days this week to stream, so we'll make that work. But yeah. So, anyways, we'll be back on Monday. We'll have our lunch stream then. I know we're gonna have one on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Some of those may come earlier than others, so we'll see. We're past some of the slow months, so the schedule is gonna start getting a little more fluid for lunches. Evening streams, we will this week, I promise you. Well, I shouldn't promise, but I'm gonna try to do my damnedest to get back to the Monday stream. I know we missed it the last couple weeks. Once I was sick. Last night I just wasn't feeling great after taking a nap. I was kind of off kilter. So hopefully this Monday will be a little better. Until next time though, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great afternoon, evening. We'll see you next time. Bye.